Hi everyone, welcome back to the Auto Tech Tuber Bloke. This is your host Amit, and I'm again back with a wonderful product in my hand. And this time, the product is Lenovo Slim Ideapad 3 14 inches laptop. Now, this is a particular laptop which is very popular right now in the market for its configuration. And let me begin with the configuration first. The laptop has got 8 GB of RAM and SSD 512, 3.4 gigahertz of speed. And this is a brilliant laptop when it comes to a budget of 43,000 rupees. A quick shout out to my friend who has just bought it, given me for a couple of days for a review, and that's what he has experienced and whatever he has told me about and my personal experience. I'm going to share with the help of this wonderful video. So let me quickly give you exactly the overall laptop and the configuration. See what all features this particular laptop has got, and the biggest feature, the highlight of this wonderful laptop I want to talk about is this. So normally when you close this laptop and let's say for example shut it, and then you keep it like this, for example like this, and you quickly just take the lid up, right, it wakes up immediately. Now this is a sort of a process which I felt very quick, because normally this is a process you have with hi-fi Dell laptops, you have with the Windows Evo, and of course the MacBook. But this particular feature is absolutely gorgeous. Moving on over here, if you see, you have a fingerprint sensor over here, which is absolutely fast when it comes to awakening and getting started. You have a logo of Lenovo over here, and you have the configuration of Ideapad Slim 3 laptop, and of course certain features what we have. So this is 8 GB and SSD 512, and again this is Intel i3 11th generation. Moving towards the laptop feature, I would say the overall feel of this particular keyboard, it's not exactly a backlit keyboard, but of course the typing speed and the overall feature of this particular experience of this keyboard is somewhat nice, because the budget is not that very expensive. It's a laptop which is there within the budget of 43,000 rupees. So let's move on. I'll give you some of the ports what we have with this laptop, and then I'll talk about this 14-inch wonderful full HD screen. Okay, moving towards if you see the laptop overall, the build is of a grayish color. It is a kind of a steel, absolutely steel build, so it looks pretty good, and of course it has a very nice so-called finish and glow as well, so it doesn't really get dirty easily like other matte finish laptops. Moving towards the backside, we have the overall the fan system over here, and even the hinge over here. If I give you, let's say for example, sorry for that, the hinge of this laptop, it really goes up to a decent a kind of almost 90-degree angle. So the hinge is good, and of course the feel factor is also very nice. Now let's talk about the ports over here. So basically, if you see, you have this for example the charger over here, you have the USB, you have the HDMI cable, and of course you have SSD port option over here, HDMI option, of course the speakers, so-called the earphones as well. Moving towards, we have one more port over here, and we have SSD card option available, and of course the plug-in system. And this over here shows the battery information. If it's white, it means it's charged. When it comes to red, it shows you have to have a lot of experience. Over here you have the output for speakers over here as well. This is a speaker output. Let me tell you, the speaker quality of this laptop is not that great, and it is somewhat cheesy quality. I was expecting that SSD of 512, 3.4 gigahertz of speed, and of course the build quality. The laptop should have a nice Tectonic feel, of course the bars, but all those things are absolutely missing. Let's talk about the really good advantage and the features of this wonderful laptop. So for example, if you see this wonderful laptop, the biggest thing what I like about this laptop is the overall speed and the experience. So the speed and experience of this laptop is really solid. By no means it looks a kind of a laptop which is CG. So for example, if you see, if you close it up, right, you open up, it happens pretty quickly, right? Very less booting time it takes. Within a fraction of seconds it works. You have a very fast finger ID over here, so it comes very fast and it's quite stable as well. Along with this laptop, what you get a Microsoft Office 2021, which is a license, so all the Windows, PowerPoint, Excel you get, plus along with that you also get a pen drive which gives you a permanent license. Plus you have a couple of months of McAfee support as well, which you can redeem it to 1 year if you pay, let's say 200 rupees, 300 rupees altogether. So this is the component what you get with this wonderful laptop. Now let's talk about the overall performance and the features. So when it comes to watching a video, let's say playing a decent game, this laptop will not give you a trouble. So for example, the constant battery life which Lenovo has claimed is of 5 hours, but in my experience of almost 3 to 4 days, constantly using YouTube videos, editing, of course normal software, not exactly heavy pro software, it's of good experience so far. I would not say this is a laggy laptop or has a lot of cheap feel to it, because the cost is somewhat premium compared to 42, 43. You do get the value for money laptop over here. Moving towards the battery life, which in my book and every professional's approach is great important, is this is gonna give you 3 hours non-stop go. But if you're just browsing and not watching the, let's say, YouTube or any kind of show, this should run at least 4 hours on the go if the laptop is fully charged. Moving towards what else you have, so you get this particular 50 watt, let's say, charger with this particular laptop, kind of a fast charger as well, and it charges the entire laptop from 0 to 100 close to 1 hour 15 minutes. That's what I've experienced so far. So these are some of the advantages of so-called the Lenovo Slim 3 Ideapad 14 inches. Let me repeat, it's 8 GB 5112 SSD, 3.42 gigahertz. You have fingerprint sensor attached to this wonderful laptop, and of course you get the Microsoft Office free, of course, because this is a part of the parcel. Overall, if you ask me my experience about this wonderful laptop, sound speakers ordinary, battery backup within a range of 42,000, manageable, at least 3 to 4 hours you would easily get every damn day. The experience of the trackpad, which I just forgot to share, let me just open up and show it to you. So it is not very tactile, so let me say the quality of the trackpad is okay. I would not say it's the best in the market, but then the screen over here is absolutely, works brilliantly. So fingerprint sensor, you have 512 a fast SSD, you have 8 GB of RAM with Intel 11th generation chip. So altogether, it could be called as a value for money proposition right now in 2022. Well, that's a bit about my overall experience. I hope you like the video. In case you do, give me a question, do subscribe my Instagram ID, and I'll be happy to answer and ask or suggest any questions you may want me to do. For next time, you take care.